Definitely. So we have 13 brands in the extended stay space, and they range from our economy all the way up to our luxury segments. So it goes from Adagio Axis, which we have predominantly in Europe, all the way up to Raffles and Orient Express serviced residences. In this region, so in Middle East and Africa, we have about 5,000 keys that are committed, that are in the network and in the pipeline. And they very much range as well from those upscale spaces up to the luxury spaces, i.e. we signed our first Novotel Living in Saudi earlier this year. And we signed our first Fairmont serviced residences as well in Saudi this year. And so that's a testament to the fact that it's becoming much more of an exciting space for developers to get into, and that we have very much a product for every segment, every project, and every market.
Building?
Definitely. So we do, first of all, standalone serviced residences, standalone extended stay under those different brands that are an extension of their core brands. We offer standalone. In some cases, more specifically in the luxury space, it will very often make more sense to do a combo, a co-located, i.e. hotel with a serviced residence component in order to benefit really from the synergies and from the fixed operating costs that you would have in a hotel that can be shared with the extended stay component. Typically, we'll have certain requirements, i.e. you need to have a separate arrival experience so that you can really differentiate that product from its hotel counterpart. You want to ensure that you have a minimum number of keys so that it can effectively operate as a separate extension of the property. And then obviously you'll want to be able to distribute it on its own website. And there's one or two additional criteria. But essentially, yes, we'll do as a co-located, especially in the premium and in the upscale segments. And we'll do it more often as a combo in the luxury space, but we certainly do standalone for those brand extensions. Definitely. So in the past, we have an Adagio brand, which is a joint venture with Pierre & Vacances in France. And so in that space, we would typically have done a Novotel Adagio combo or an Ibis Adagio combo. As we become more relevant as well and become more aggressive in terms of our extended stay strategy, we will start looking, and we have started looking at doing combos in the premium space where you have, for example, maybe a Pullman hotel with a Mövenpick living. It's very much tailored to the developer, i.e. what is the developer looking, what's the strategy for the developer, does it make sense for us to operate it in this way, where you could have either two different brands or maybe even three different brands. So we have projects as well where we have extended stay built into a project where you have three different brands or brand components. Yeah, so as mentioned, we've got about 5,000 committed projects. It's a mix of the network and the pipeline. And we're seeing a lot of activity in Saudi Arabia, obviously. We're seeing a lot of activity still in the UAE. There are certain markets where we would like to be more aggressive and roll out our dedicated extended stay brands, perhaps maybe in Oman, where we see that there is a shortage of internationally branded extended stay. We could look at Bahrain as well. So again, it's where there are opportunities are, and you're seeing a lot of, especially in Egypt, you're seeing a lot of growth as well in terms of market performance. So there we would be looking as well to go into. In Africa, we see a lot of demand for our Adagio and Novotel Living brands, and so there it's also very much focused on markets where you see that demand.